Can you imagine your vagina looking like this? This is what my vagina looked like for 24 years of my life. 24 years of my life, I had to live with this. Because of a practice called FGM, female genital mutilation. That is a completely unnecessary practice. That is a vile criminal act towards young girls that is still going around in this world. That is still happening to many girls. It's risen by 15%, which makes me so angry. My whole life I felt angry, I felt betrayed. The anger that I feel is directed purely towards my parents, towards my caregivers, the people that were supposed to protect me and the community that I came from. I'm so angry with them, I'm so disappointed. As a mother today, I can't fathom how a parent, a mother, can put her child, her daughter, her precious innocent little girl through something so horrific. All in the name of culture, in the name of marriage, in the name of being pleasurable to a man in the future. I mean, when someone is 6 or 7, you're looking at them and you're already thinking about their future. You're already thinking if this girl could provide some sorts of pleasure for a man in the future. That is disgusting. That is vile. That you can look at a child that is just being innocent, that is just being playful, that is just living out their childhood in that manner. As a parent, you're supposed to be the protector of the child.
Of course, I'm a circumcised female. Doing the do is painful instead of being sweet.
Let's talk about it. Female circumcision, also known as FGM, is a procedure where the outside of a female's private parts are partially or totally removed. It's often performed by unqualified practitioners that use razor blades like these, and it's performed on young girls, some as young as infants. Immediately, it could cause excessive bleeding, infection, and even death. And in the long term, it can cause urinary problems, pain during intimacy, and complications during birth. It's also an extremely traumatizing procedure, and many victims suffer from PTSD. Young girls are circumcised for a wide variety of reasons. In some cultures, it's seen as a rite of passage, so a girl could be considered marriage material. Some believe it ensures a girl will stay a virgin because she'll no longer feel desire. Some interpret their religion as mandating that a girl gets circumcised, and there's a fear of being excluded from the community if a girl does not get circumcision. It's estimated that over 200 million girls have undergone female circumcision, with the majority being concentrated in Africa. The procedure is actually banned in many African countries, but it's still being performed undercover. In the Gambia, lawmakers are voting if they want to reverse a ban on female circumcision that they made in 2015. And if they do, they'll become the first country to ever do so. You can support victims of female circumcision by donating to organizations that help victims and help them get reconstruction, raising awareness of the practice, and just offering emotional support. This is Habar and Gemma. Follow me if you want to learn more about African politics and pop culture.
What exactly is FGM? FGM is the non-medical practice that intentionally removes female genital organs. Often, girls are cut when they are still very young. In some cases, under the age of 5. FGM is practiced all over the world, but is predominant in 30 countries. In some of those countries, high prevalence rates mean that nearly all girls still experience FGM. There are 4 types of FGM. Type 1, clitoridectomy, meaning removal of the clitoris. Type 2, excision, meaning removal of the clitoris and the labia. Type 3, infibulation, meaning a narrowing of the vaginal opening, sometimes through stitching. Type 4, all other harmful procedures not covered by the first 3, including pricking, stretching, scraping, or even using acid to mutilate parts of the genitalia. Once more for everyone in the back, it is non-medical and has 0 health benefits, but it can cause a lot of other things. Severe bleeding, complications in childbirth, problems urinating, problems menstruating, problems having sex, mental health issues, shock, death. More than 200 million women have undergone female genital mutilation, FGM, with 3 million more at risk every single year. FGM is violence against women and girls, child abuse, sexual assault. Often it's about controlling female sexuality, a tradition to prepare a woman for marriage, allegedly to purify them for their husbands. Sometimes it's done to girls because it was done to their mothers, as a rite of passage or a coming-of-age ritual, or even without much of an explanation at all. It's a cycle of social pressure that's hard to shake, but not impossible. Actually, many people in these countries want the practice to end forever. And though it is often shrouded in secrecy, Many survivors told Global Citizen they wanted to talk about the reality of FGM so that they can help end it altogether. We should probably mention too, FGM is not a religious exercise. It happens in Christian, Muslim and Jewish communities, but there is nothing in any of their holy books that teaches it. Basically, FGM is violence against girls. So how can we end FGM forever? Education, teaching doctors and teachers what signs to look for and how to respond sensitively. Cultural intervention, survivors telling their stories to their own communities. Laws and policies, enforcing consequences when FGM is carried out and making policy changes that further deter the practice. The time to end FGM is now.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research,